The Atlanta Braves make a blockbuster move at the deadline, and reports came in after the deadline as they acquire relief pitcher Raisel Iglesias from the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim for Tucker Davidson and Jesse Chavez. Honestly, a pretty light package going to the Angels. Tucker Davidson, while I do like him, I think he's a back of the rotation type of starter. And Jesse Chavez, while he has done wonders for the Atlanta Braves since coming over in a deal with the Cubs, honestly, Iglesias is a pretty big upgrade for him. Iglesias gives the Braves that back of the bullpen option that they've been looking for. We've been talking about at the deadline. This is a massive move for the Braves. Iglesias numbers overall aren't as good this year as they were last year, but you look at his statistics on Baseball Savant, he's in the 95th percentile in K rate, 94th percentile in chase rate, 70th percentile in hard hit percentage. So all the metrics are there for Raisel Iglesias, and his numbers are better than obviously what they show. He's at 3.44 expected ERA opposed to his 4.04 ERA that he has now. So make no doubt, this is a huge upgrade for the Braves in the bullpen. We talked about it coming into the deadline, finding another high leverage arm for the seventh and eighth innings. This is obviously a guy who can close out games as well. So now you have Iglesias from the right side, Minter from the left side for those seventh and eighth innings to bridge the gap to Kenley Jansen. But with this move, also, why the package is so light for such a really good player in Iglesias is that he does have a very expensive contract. And as I'm recording this, there's been no mention of money being moved in this deal. So you would assume the Braves are taking on the entirety of his contract, and he's owed $16 million in each of the next 3 seasons. So this is not a cheap player that the Braves are getting in Iglesias, but you keep in mind the Braves just traded Will Smith, who was making $13 million this year, was set to come off the books anyway, and Kenley Jansen, who's making $16 million this year and is coming off the books at the end of the season. So Iglesias, a guy they can afford, and he could take that spot for Jansen as the team's closer over the next 3 years. Those will be his age 33 through 35 seasons. So a little bit of risk involved there, but you look at what Iglesias has done over the past couple of years. You look at his metrics and how dominant they are. I think this is a very good trade for the Braves. Again, just a jolt to the back of that bullpen, another high leverage reliever from the right side, like we talked about. So I thought this was another very good move from Alex Anthopoulos right at the deadline. Once again, it looked like the Braves were going to do nothing on the deadline day after making 3 moves the day prior. But this is a huge move for the Atlanta Braves to help boost their bullpen and set them up for a chance to win the NL East, get back to the postseason, and repeat as World Series champions. We'll be talking about this more over on the Locked On Braves podcast. Make sure you subscribe there wherever you get your podcast.